Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CVSI. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Thursday, so that is where these green and red line annotations are coming from. But after today's very nice move, definitely some updates need to be done. First thing I'm going to do is just some house cleaning, get rid of these lines here. Sure, those levels pertain to the chart. They're just not relevant, and I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's lines and clutter all over the place. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update, though, that needs to be done comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So going into next week, 560 is what I would call the ideal level of support, meaning if you were to say, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute best going forward? That would definitely be if the price could stay up above 560. Now, if the price were to break below there, that doesn't mean that the entire chart's destroyed or ruined or anything like that. But yeah, if the price could stay above 560, that would definitely be a huge sign of strength. Taking a step back and looking at all this from the bigger picture point of view, as I know I've talked about in the past and I'm going to continue to talk about because it does a good job of making all this much easier to gauge. But as far as the overall price movement, just watch that purple line, the 50-period moving average. As the name implies, that line is going to move itself higher and higher. So how do you gauge the health of the overall move? That being defined as the overall move. Just watch the purple line. As long as the price stays above it, as the line itself moves higher and higher, then the bulls are in full health, the bulls are in full control. However you're going to best visualize that, that is what is being represented. What about areas of resistance going into next week? In terms of where the sellers are at, key level right up here going into Monday and next week, just in general, right up there at $5.90. Several times today, the price got right up around that area. One time was able to get up above it, but that didn't last very long. So the momentum has stalled up around $5.90, and that'll just be an area to watch going forward. All in all, though, as long as the price keeps on doing what it's already been doing, meaning as long as the price keeps on chipping away and building these higher bases, that is the name of the game. So if you envision each of those as stair steps, that's what you want to see. Stair steps continue to be constructed in the upwards direction, so looking like next week will be pretty interesting. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.